Hello and welcome to The Learning Curve, where we're talking to students from around the university about how they're adjusting to virtual learning due to the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. My name's Nathan Brennan. I am currently interning with Edinboro's Office of Marketing and Communications, and I am joined here by Erika. Welcome.
Thank you.
Would you mind introducing yourself, what year you're in at Edinboro, what your focus is?
Okay. My name is Erika DePalma. I am a senior strategic communication major with a minor in leadership studies. I am also in the 4+1 accelerated program for my master's degree in managerial leadership.
Awesome. So how's your semester going so far? Are your classes going well?
Pretty well, yeah. Adjusting to online classes has been a little tricky, especially since now I am in undergrad and my grad school. But for the most part, I have mentors and study partners that I can talk to via Zoom, and it's been super helpful.
Are all your classes online, or do you have any in-person components that you need to work with?
I do not have any in-person classes. All of my classes are online.
Okay, so we experienced this a little bit at the end of last semester with the switch to online pretty abruptly. How have your classes been converted to the online format?
A lot of them are mostly just on D2L, doing discussion postings and keeping up with projects on our own. I have very few. I think I have like 2 classes on Zoom that we meet every single week, which I kind of prefer because it helps me keep track of things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Has it been strange having a little bit of just discussion post and working on your own, but then also some with the Zoom classes? Has that been strange having a little bit of both there?
Yeah, it's definitely very hard to keep track of. I don't know about other students, but I find myself like wondering, oh, do I have class today? Do I not have class today? Whereas when we were in person, it was like every single day, this is when I go to my class. But now it's kind of a guessing game.
Yeah. How has your adjustment been going? I know you mentioned you have like tutoring or like mentors. Has that adjustment been going pretty well, or has it been a little easier than you thought?
It definitely has been challenging for me, mostly because I am in grad school now. But I would say for the most part, all the professors and, like I said, the tutors. So we have a mentor in the Max program. It's been extremely helpful. Anytime I have a question, send them an email. I probably get a response in like 20 minutes, and it's amazing how they've been so on top of that.
Well, that's great. And so outside of your classes, you're still involved in Greek life, I heard. So what organization are you with?
I'm with Delta Zeta. I wore my letters.
Oh.
I am the president, and I joined fall 2017, my freshman year.
Yeah, how do you guys keep in touch now that there's a pandemic and there's not a lot of opportunity to meet in person? Like, are you able to meet in person, or is it all remote as well?
We are not allowed to meet in person. It's considered having an event if we do meet in person, and the university does not support that. Obviously, I understand you got to socially distance. We do have Zoom chapters, we have meetings, we have sisterhoods over Zoom, we have like movie watch parties together. We're always talking in the group me. And we actually are still recruiting, so we have been on the lookout for other girls, and we invite them to our Zoom chats and just kind of hang out.
Will you guys be at the Club Rush coming up?
We will not have someone on the Zoom Live, unfortunately, because a lot of our sisters are working jobs while in the pandemic, but we will have a profile on there for new members to check out.
Absolutely. And overall, in terms of like the university and Greek life in general, do you feel a lot is lost when you can't meet in person, or do you feel that operating at a distance, you still get done what you need to?
I do feel that there is a part of Greek life that is lost. We are a social organization, so it is a lot tougher for us to have events and just kind of push that Greek life is something you should join. But there are a lot of like great aspects to it in the sense of being online, because it's kind of like a support team in a sense. Like you have someone right there for you when you say, oh, I missed my class this morning. I can't believe I didn't remember my Zoom class. And they're like, oh yeah, me too. Haha, so funny. Or I'll remind you next time.
Like still a bit of a sense of community despite the distance that we all face right now?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's great. And overall, what are your thoughts on the semester? Or do you feel hopeful for the rest of the semester?
I do. I think the professors have had a lot to adjust to, and that they're definitely catching on to it and learning new ways to help us like learn new things and adjust to it. It's definitely a learning curve for everyone, just not just students, professors too.
Absolutely. Well, I'd like to thank you for joining me today. That is all we have for today. I'd like to thank you for joining me, and we will see you all in the next episode of The Learning Curve.